Mrs. Kennedy, I want to thank you for letting us visit your official home. This is obviously the room in which much of your work on it is directed.
Yes, it's attic and cellar all in one. Since our work started, we've received hundreds of letters every day. This is where we evaluate all the finds, see if we want to keep them, if they'll fit into our budget.
Mrs. Kennedy, every First Lady and every administration since Madison's time has made changes, greater or smaller, in the White House. Before we look at any of the changes you've made, what's your basic plan?
Well, I really don't have one, because I think this house will always grow and should. It just seemed to me such a shame when we came here and found hardly of anything from the past in this house. Hardly anything before 1902. I know, when we went to Colombia and visited the presidential palace there, they had all sorts of artifacts, from Simon Bolivar. Every item had a link with the past. I think the White House should be like that too.
Can we see a completed room?
Yes, the diplomatic reception room is right over here if you'd like to see that.
What's the diplomatic reception room used for besides receiving diplomats?
Well, it's the room that people see first when they come to the White House. Everyone who comes here for a steak dinner comes through it and leaves by it, and so I think it should be a pretty room.
Yes, it's the way I came in, and it's a beautiful room. The wallpaper is magnificent.
Yes, this is wallpaper that was printed in France in 1834. It's all scenes of America. Niagara Falls, New York Harbor, Indians, West Point. I think the colors are marvelous. Jackie wasn't perfect. He was always growing, stronger, smarter. Perfect people never grow.
Well, Mrs. Kennedy, this is the Great East Room, as Americans have known it now for 60 years. Obviously, you haven't felt the need to make many great changes to it.
No, I think it's lovely. I hate to make changes really, so when you find a room like this, it's wonderful.
This piano brings to mind that this is the part of the White House where you have musical affairs.
Yes, that's right. This piano is designed by Franklin Roosevelt with the eagle support, and this is the end of the room where Pablo Casals played for us, and where we had the stage built when we had the Shakespeare players. Jack?
Isn't that the famous Gilbert Stuart portrait of George Washington?
That's right. This is the oldest thing in the White House. The only thing that's been here since the very beginning. The government set a rather interesting precedent when this picture was painted. They commissioned the finest living artist of the day to paint the president and give it as a gift to the White House. I found Marilyn's brassiere in my bureau. We're both B cups.